guys, this is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. Today I wanted to do an episode of my Gail's Tales, and this show is being dedicated to Country Mama Musings, Alicia, for inspiring the idea to tell my tales. So today I wanted to talk about some of my travels that I've gone on and where I'm planning to go next month for this year's trip. So I have been to Florida twice. Nisi, who is freehandly made, is my sister-in-law, and we went and visited her twice when she lived in Pensacola, Florida. So while we were there, we went to the Redneck Water Slide, which is called the Vortex, and it's basically spring water. There was a really cool slide, and I'm not a real strong swimmer. There was a really cool slide that went down into some really deep water. So I think I had on a life jacket, and they had a raft out there and they were waiting for me. So I went down the slide anyway because I'm really brave, and then I kind of like swam a little bit, and then they pulled me up on there, and so that was it. So I'm pretty brave when it comes to water, considering I'm not the best swimmer. So we also went to the water park called the Big Kahuna, and that was a fun day. We also did a day at the beach, like you commonly would do. When we were done that day with that day at the beach, we went to a place called the Peg Leg Pete's. We actually have a t-shirt from there. I think all of us got a t-shirt from there. And I remember I ordered the mahi fish. That was the first time I had ever had it. It's really good. I think I've had it again since then, but that was the first time I had had it. So it was a really good seafood place. I think they might have had steak too, but someone recommended the mahi to me, and I ate that. And I don't know what Nisi ate, but it was something really gross. I can't remember. It was something slimy. Ew. But anyway, I'm sure she thought it was good. And the second time we went back there, we went to the big Naval Museum. And they had a lot of really cool planes and artifacts there. And I remember they had little mock-up planes where you could take pictures. And Z, which is my nephew, would be calling his uncle, asking him to take a picture in every single one. Because once he started, he wanted to take a picture in every single one of those. So that was cool. Okay, I also visited Connecticut several times while I lived there, and once after I came back to Texas, I went back and visited Connecticut again. So I would consider Connecticut like my favorite place in the world. It just has my favorite things there. So Mystic Aquarium, I really love watching all the ocean animals. The Mystic Aquarium was the first time I had ever seen penguins in person. I actually didn't even know that they were so short and tiny until I saw that. I was like, is that really how tall they are? They're like, yeah. I'm like, no way. I had no idea, because in the movies, they look tall. You know, they look at least 3 feet tall, you know, not like a foot or two tall. They look 3 or 4 feet tall. Anyway, I also like watching the animals swim, the dolphins, the shark, the eel, the seals, all the fish, the whales, all the animals. I love watching them. I could just sit there and watch them all day and be perfectly content. I also, right next door to the Mystic Aquarium, right next door is the Mystic Village. And it's a really cool like shopping place. And it's not like shopping at Walmart. It's literally each store is a specific thing. It'll be like a kite shop or a pewter shop, a cool souvenir t-shirt shop, maybe a cool clothing store, a sunglass store, a flip-flop store. And there's also a very cool general store. And I love going in general stores everywhere. But I remember this one specifically had your saltwater taffy, and a lot of those type stores in Rhode Island, New England area, a lot of them had saltwater taffy. And I think the first real saltwater taffy I had was when I moved to Rhode Island, and I am hooked. I've been loving saltwater taffy ever since. That's like my favorite candy in the world. So also in Mystic, Connecticut is a shop called the Mystic Pizza. And there is a movie out, and Julia Roberts plays one of the leads in it. Lil Taylor and Annabelle Gish is also in the movie. There are two Mystic Pizza restaurants that are like the restaurant in the movie. The three characters in the movie worked at the pizza place. They were waitresses at the pizza place, and it goes on different little things of their life. But if you're a girl and you like girly movies, totally check out this old movie called Mystic Pizza. It's really cool. All right. We also went and visited Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, we went there, not to gamble. We went there because my husband's aunt and uncle live there. And so we went to visit them. And we went and visited the Hoover Dam. It was a really, really hot day. I still enjoyed it, but we did get a little bit overheated that day. We went down the strip one day, and we saw the Las Vegas showgirls with the big tall hats and, you know, the whole outfits. We also went one night, the very last night before we were going to leave. I had to convince them to take me to the fountain show. Right before that was about to start, because it's on its clock, we went through the beautiful gardens inside the Bellagio Hotel, and they were the most beautiful indoor gardens I'd ever seen. We have some really gorgeous pictures of it. That was one of my favorite moments, and I'm so glad we went. One of my favorite moments of Nevada. But my very favorite moment, other than the gardens, was the fountain show. I'm so glad we went. That was just the most awesome, awesome place. The fountain show was way more beautiful than you could ever imagine on the screen. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. And I would love to go back and see it someday. But maybe I'll just catch a trailer of it or something. I wasn't making videos then, so I don't have a video of it. But I bet there's probably a million videos on YouTube of it. I think that my Gail's Tales on the traveling is going to have to be a couple of different, like a part 1, part 2 kind of thing. So I'm going to end this video right here at Nevada, and we'll come back and see what other states I visited that I really, really liked. Have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys.